Right.
Okay. Point out your face, please. Alright.
So,
Yeah, you could actually speak to the camera if you wanted. It's up to you. Like you speak. You know, it's like you're talking to your audience. You're getting the side shot, are you? Okay. Well, maybe try this. How would you describe the best kind of place to perform or practice parkour?
a lot of obstacles. Shit.
There.
Louder.
Sorry,
Okay.
man.
No, that's fine. I forgot my answer. Just a public place, where people will, would normally look at something and think, oh, why is that pointless wall there, you know, and people that don't, places that people don't see much in, and we do, as long as if it's kind of flat, it's kind of boring because you can't really do much on it, except if you know your stuff on ground. But just a place with a lot of walls and urban context, and sometimes actually we look for good camera shots, like where we could film from. Yeah.
Where's your favorite place in Dundee?
My favorite place in Dundee, I'd say right now my favorite place in Dundee is like behind the Overgate. But
Why is it?
why? It's just like a hotspot. There's a lot of places. There's a lot of movements you can do there. There's like a giant wall you can run up, and palm spins, flips you can learn. There's some grass to do, stuff. Yeah. But like Dundee itself has a lot of places. Like Dundee, I think, is my favorite city now to do parkour in, is because when I first came here, I thought, oh, why is it so boring? There's nothing here. And as soon as you start walking around, looking at differently, you see spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Do you think that parkour is similar to dancing and what dancers do?
I think so. Yeah. Parkour is a discipline such as dance where you use strength and you need coordination to not hurt yourself, and over time you build up like awareness of your body, like in dancing. So yeah, and there's a lot of choreography involved. Like even if you're not filming a video, which we do a lot, and we sometimes even pick a song, and sometimes I pick a song and try to choreograph like just a little movements in sequence to the song. But yeah, there's a lot of choreography involved, just with the move, like even if you're not filming, and just it's a discipline.
Cool. Okay, do you think there is a stigma towards people who train parkour in public?
Yeah, definitely. Especially like in the media and security, we were in the papers a couple of weeks ago because somebody got hurt, and after that,
It's nothing to do with us.
yeah, it had nothing to do with us. But people said, oh well, somebody fell through a rooftop, like onto a liquor store or something, and well, they were doing parkour, and then there's this whole like mess about us emailing the paper, and then I'm organizing a jump this Sunday. And I just got a phone call from the police, and they asked like, "What are you gonna do this Sunday?" So we know where you are. Yeah. So, but yeah, if people are walking around, we're not really vandals or anything. We're just, we're not. Yeah, be honest.
Okay, no, that's pretty good. How do you keep orientated when you do complicated acrobatic moves? Because yeah, you become disoriented.
Well, I taught gymnastics before I did parkour, so I picked up a couple of tips, which I think other people learn the hard way. You need to spot something when you do a flip. Like you kind of, before you do a move, where you look around at your surroundings, and so you can kind of glimpse something if you're gonna fall. But after it's just repetition and everything. Just keep repeating your moves, and you're getting awareness of like where your body is. And then after a while, you actually know where you are in the flip or in the move without looking. You just feel it. Like it's kind of like the Eastern disciplines. They say, oh, your center of gravity or your chi centers located here, in your belly, which is actually about, I think, where your center of gravity is from doing stuff. Yeah.
How long did it take you to do the center of gravity thing?
Well, actually, I read a couple of books about it first, but to start feeling it, it took me 7 years of martial arts and 2 years of parkour. But I guess when you start just doing something which displaces your body, that's why parkour is called the art of displacement. You move. So as long as you're not in the same spot, you move, right? So just like I did taekwondo for a couple of years, you do all these spinny kicks, and after a while you need to know where you are, and you keep moving, and you find your awareness in space. Even if you don't feel the ground or whatever, you feel you know we're upside down, if you're upside down or not after a while. So it took me. You learn it pretty quickly. Yeah.
Do you find space transforms? Like things seem to move beyond what they are to everyone else whenever you're doing parkour, whenever you're moving through space.
Yes, in the sense that when you're actually doing parkour and doing moves, or going through a space, especially when you're filming, you just look at the world with different eyes, kind of. You. Sorry.
That's fine.
You.
It just seems everything becomes more accessible to you, where a window ledge
Yeah, exactly.
seems closer to you because you can get at it, or walls seem closer because you can jump between them.
Yeah, I shouldn't probably say this, but it's our flat has a balcony on the second floor, and she told me someone got up there once with like a leg up. I was like, yeah. So one time, even when I was drunk, I just walked over and it's like, oh, I can get up there. Jumped, just climbed up. Yeah. Even after you do it for a while, you transfer from being just a person every day walking around, like you're supposed to, and you kind of see the world from different eyes after a while, even in your everyday life when you're not practicing. So you start seeing things differently, like thinking differently, and anything new is like a challenge. Yeah, like you said, thanks, Angie. Yeah, so, and then it's just like second nature. It's yeah.
So that's perfect, man. Thank you.